Hey guys, Savvy Tech Girl here. I wanted to just pop in this afternoon and do some OPENELEC stuff with you guys. I did a video yesterday. I've had some questions since, so I thought I'd just come in here and do some live stuff, do some live help. So I'm not sure who's around, if anybody is around currently. So if you are, just jump into the chat, guys, and we'll see if we can answer some of your OPENELEC questions. I'm going to do some screenshots and see if we cannot get some questions answered, if there happen to be any. All right, no time like the present to do a live show, and I figure with the OPENELEC it would help you guys out a little bit. So just going to do a screen share here and show you guys what's going on. So, all right, now I'm on the OPENELEC website, and you'll be able to see from that. Hang on a second. So you'll be able to see from there. I got the OPENELEC site going. So guys, if you have any questions, please just let me know. Just jump on in here, throw some questions out there. I just want to show the OPENELEC site and what it's all about, okay? So obviously it is an open source software, and it's for Kodi, so you can use it as a multimedia center. All right. This WeTech actually is, let me just get on the right page here. So this WeTech, let's go into this area right here. Okay. So WeTech, you'll see this a lot now when you go to the OPENELEC site. And so just to give you an overview of what it is. So it is actually a box that you can get, and it's preloaded with the OPENELEC software. So it's not only about the box, as it says here, it's an Android multimedia center. It's pre-installed with Kodi IPTV digital video, and it's compatible with modular tuner. So this just gives you an idea of what it looks like. So when you see this WeTech, that is exactly what they are talking about. Okay, so as we come back here to the main OPENELEC website, you can see that there's quite a few different versions that they have available now. So we have what we call beta releases, and then we also have stable releases. So a beta release is something that's still in a testing phase. Okay, stable release is obviously something that has been tested. It's been tested by multiple people over multiple situations. When it's in beta, that information gets sent back. All the bug fixes get placed, and etc. Right? So if you want to use a beta version, absolutely go ahead and use a beta version. Just know that you may run into some problems. The only problems you would see is if you're going to get into something, maybe some builds or something in Kodi that aren't actually designed and set up for the beta release, okay? So what we have here is we have generic, so Intel AMD builds, right? You can go in here and we'll show you the different ones. So if your NVIDIA legacy builds are here, so depending on what you're using, okay. And then next we have the NVIDIA legacy builds. We've got the WeTech Play OPENELEC box build. So that's actually for that WeTech box that I showed you, the Android software. So this is a disk image for SD card install. So it's right here. Now you'll notice that there's a .gz. So this is a zipped file of the ARM file, which is an image, but what you're going to want to do is unzip that, okay? So you're going to have to use a .img file when you put it onto your device, but you cannot have, it can't be zipped up. You have to unzip it. So if you want to make sure you unzip it, you need to make sure you do that prior to putting it onto your device. Raspberry Pi, so Raspberry Pi first generation for this one, okay guys? The Raspberry Pi 1, so that's the model A, B, B+, CM and 0, so that's between 256 and 512 megabytes, so this is the file you're going to want for that. And then we also have our Raspberry Pi builds for the Raspberry Pi 2. Now let's just jump over to the Pi Hut for a minute. I want to show you guys some of the great things that you can do with a Raspberry Pi. So if we come in here and look at the actual Raspberry Pi, so this is obviously a British site. So we've got the Model B here, Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. This is the one that I use all the time. You can see that we've got 4 USB ports on here. We've got a 10100 Ethernet port. Input output, you can add boards on here, shields onto it. You've got HDMI coming in here. And we have 3.5 millimeter audio. So we've got that here. We've got power, so micro USB power here. And we also have the ability to put cameras on and things like that. So not only can we use the Raspberry Pi for things like media centers, there's so many different things that you can build with them. As you can see here, you've got, this actually has Wi-Fi built into it, okay guys? Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are built into the new Raspberry Pi. So you can take note that you don't actually have to purchase separate dongles for that. But if we went into this Go Wireless, these are the ones that are suggested to go with the Raspberry Pi. You need to make sure that the drivers are compatible. So depending on the software you're going to be using, what you're going to be running your Pi with, depends on the USB. But as I say, the new ones, they actually come now with Wi-Fi built in. So that is a nice plus. And you also have Bluetooth built in. So you can really use them for anything. You could use them for automating your house, maybe building for light switches. You could automate your house like that. You could set up, you could run it as a standalone computer running Windows 10 IoT, which is also a great way to use it. You can have a car Pi, so you could put this little device into your car and you could connect it to a screen, so you could do that as well. And you can see here they've got lots of screens and displays. They've got touch screens, larger screens, a 7-inch touch screen. See that it mounts on the back. So you know what, not a lot of expense, so that's just a case, but so 55 pounds, around $110. So there's not a lot of cost to it, but there's you know, lots of options of what you can do. You can see the Magpie, so there's lots of magazines as far as programming and stuff. They've got kits and bundles. These are a great way to start out, right? See, if you get a Raspberry Pi 3 starter kit, you can be up and running, and that's going to give you everything you need. So it's going to give you your power supply. You need to remember that when you buy just the board, you're not going to be getting everything else. You're not going to get the micro SD card. You're not going to get the Ethernet cable. You're not going to get the HDMI cable. You're not going to get the case, okay? So if you look at 50 pounds for a kit, and if we go in here, so this is a media center kit. So right here, you would have everything you needed to build your own media center. Okay, so it would come with an SD card of 8 gig. You're going to get a box for it. You're going to get your power for it as well. You're going to get an HDMI and an Ethernet cable, and you're going to get the actual board. When you get the board, guys, nothing's installed on it. So if you take it out of the box and literally plug it in, nothing's going to happen. People get a little bit confused about that. You buy a computer, a desktop computer or a laptop, whatever, and you plug it in. At least it'll do is start going through an installation process. Most of the time, this micro SD card will have a new, so it's called knobs, new out of box. And that has software on it. at that point, you're going to actually put this micro SD card into the actual Raspberry Pi. And once you put it into the Raspberry Pi and boot it up, it's going to then give you some options as to what you would like to install. So it might possibly be Raspberry and it might be Windows 10. It's going to give you options anyway. And at that point, there's probably going to be, it might be OPENELEC or it might be OMCX, so another open source OSMC. I think it's Open Source Media Center. So that's another one that you can also put on as well. All right, so yeah, they're great little devices, and if you guys have any of the time to play around with it, you know what, you can get into robotics with it. They have things called shields. Got the Cam Jam education kit, so you can see all these different things, especially for kids. I mean, it's a great way to get kids started. If they're interested in electronics, you don't have a huge investment, and they're building things. They're away they go. You've got here breakout boards, and you get into this gets, we get into a lot of fun here when you start using all from Adafruit. You start using all these micro boards and microcontrollers, OLEDs. So lots of great stuff, right? You can get into 3D printing. What's better than building a 3D printer using a Raspberry Pi? So look at that, 68 pounds, you get a Raspberry Pi. You can build your little 3D printer, program it, and you can buy all your stuff from them. So it's a great little adventure and something to work on, right? So back to the OPENELEC. So again, open source, completely open source software. Very good website. Hey Juan, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. If you want me to cover anything, if you've got any questions, let me know. And I'm here to answer today. I'm going to hang out for a little bit. So please let me know if you got any questions. So yeah, so we can go in here and into our download section. And again, we can see what versions we have. So most downloaded files, you can see the Raspberry Pi 2 and 3 are very popular. And it's obviously a disk image. And the program that I spoke about yesterday was this Apple Pie Baker. So great to, I'm doing good. Thanks, Juan. Doing fantastic today. Yeah, so this Apple Pie Baker for the Raspberry Pi, really great little program that was written. And I noticed that the Pulse CCM server is down. This morning, I went on to do some stuff, and lo and behold, yeah, it was offline. So that wasn't very great, was it? Yesterday, I do a great review, and maybe I sent their servers down. I doubt it. Maybe they're doing some maintenance or something. All right, I want to show you guys something briefly. If I can turn the power on to my device. So, yeah, so the Apple Pie is, Apple Pie Baker is a great little software package which allows you to put image files onto SD cards. So the person that came up with this very quickly realized that there's no way on a Mac, no easy way on a Mac actually, to get the images, the image files into micro SD cards. So with that, they came up with this great idea. And you know what? It works really well. I'm just going to try and plug something in here. So bear with me, guys, while I see if I can get my other monitor working. I got a new device. It's a whiteboard. I'm really pleased with it, actually. But right now, it's not working. It's not working because I disconnected it for some silly reason. I don't know why I did, but I did. Yeah, so anyways, what else have we got? They're looking new server ready. Yeah, I figured that they were getting a new server up and running. It's just typical, right? I do a review and then all of a sudden the server's down. I wanted to set up a box this morning with the Pulse CCM, but I couldn't, unfortunately, due to the server being down. But Spins TV is still my go-to for any systems that I'm helping people with that I'm setting up. And everybody seems to like Spins. I don't know, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that? Sorry, I'm still with you guys. I'm just trying to plug some stuff in here. My arms aren't as long as I wish they were. It's my mini Mac. It's great if you can get to all the stuff. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, so let me see. I know I'm sharing this with you. So I got this new little device here. Let me know if you guys can see what I'm doing. It's my whiteboard, so I can now write on here. Let's see if that works. I don't know if it will. It may not capture it. Doesn't look like it's going to capture my writing. I'll have to figure that out. Spins is a good build. I like Spins. I talked a few people into going away from Spins. My whiteboard, it's not showing up. Yeah, I talked a few people into going away from Spins, and not because I don't like it. I really do like Spins, so don't get me wrong. The only reason I did it is because I like change every once in a while. It's nice for people to just sort of switch it up a little bit. So I tried to convince people to give it a try, and but like I say, then this morning I went to do the build, and it was obviously it wasn't working. Yeah, so anyways, this is a really good little program here, this Apple Pie Baker, and kudos to the person that wrote it. It's very suitable for the fact that you can even just go in. Excuse my dog. Sorry, guys. I know you're getting used to that by now. You can actually go in and just do this new out-of-box file. And so this is the Raspberry Pi or the raspberrypi.org website here, guys. And this is when you purchase one of the boxes, you're going to get this software right here. So it has the operating system installer for beginners. It makes it very simple. You put that micro SD card in, and it just walks you through the steps. You can pick which operating system you want. So it contains Raspberry. It also gives you alternate operating systems, which then are downloaded from the internet. So I believe it then gives you the option for the Open Source Media Center, so the OSMC, and it also gives you an option, I believe, for the Windows 10. But these are here what we have to give you an idea. And you might even want to like play around with them, maybe pick up a Raspberry Pi and give it a try. But this is another one of the operating systems that you can use for a media center. So instead of using OPENELEC, give this a try, Open Source Media Center. And it's a free open source built for people by the people, okay? So let's take a look and see what we've got here. So it's based on, as you can see right off the bat, the first word we see is Kodi. So it's based on the Kodi project. It's based on Linux. So you don't need any experience with Linux to get it up and running. Everything is managed through OSMC interface. Very easy to use. Maybe what I will do is over the next little while, I will put something together for you guys and show you what it's all about. You can go on here. They've got obviously remote controls, Raspberry Pi starter kit. So you can see it's something that they're building specifically for these media centers. Low cost solution. You guys don't need to be getting into spending big dollars on computers that are, it's nice to have a little devices connected to your TV and stuff that you can run these the programs on and you're up and running. It's easy to use. Just put a HDMI cable in and you're all set. Okay, they've got a good blog. So it's been around for 2 years. All right, and say it's got the different downloads here. So obviously this would be a Raspberry Pi, Apple TV Generation 1. Okay, and then obviously the Vario, the flagship one. So that is an option as well if you wanted to use that as opposed to using the OPENELEC. All right, so this is the Raspberry Pi website. So weather station, that's pretty cool. Raspberry and image for a weather station. So the programming is right here. You could download the programming and you could have your kids up and running in a weather station within minutes, and that's really cool. So anyways, have we got any other questions, guys? If you need any questions, any help with Kodi, like or share if you get a chance, please. Any videos you guys like me to put together, I would be more than happy to put some videos together for you guys. If there's something that you need to know or had questions about, we got some Freescale builds in here. So they're for IMX6 CPUs only. All right, so you've got, it tells you right here what boards and stuff are supported. And obviously you can go into, there's special instructions if you need instructions on that. All right. So I don't know if you guys have any more questions. So now I'm back. So I don't know, guys, I think that's it. I just sort of wanted to come on, and if you did have anything that you wanted to ask, I just wanted to be here. I'm on the golf course right now, so you can see I'm on hole number 12 at Sawmill. It's in Font Hill, Pelham, Ontario. It is a pretty slow day. I've had a pretty busy day from the word go, but I figured this afternoon I'd slow down a little bit and come in and see you guys. I am going to have a show on Thursday. Hopefully Streaming Wen's going to be available on Thursday. And we're going to do a live, 1 hour live show. So maybe we'll get some more stuff happening over the next week. I'm not sure if Husham's doing shows this week. I don't think that he is. He's fasting over the next while, so he's sort of put his shows on hold. But I'm definitely going to keep my show going, and hopefully we can answer any questions that you guys may have out there. Nice day to be out on the golf course, actually. What better place to be than golfing? Maybe watching Kodi. Am I taking the Husham show? I will be the Husham show this week. We'll just call it the Savvy show. I'll take over all his spots, keep everything going while he's away. Get everybody together, take all the stuff. No, I wouldn't do that to Husham. He's got a fantastic show. I usually like to pop in there. He has me on whenever it's an open invite. Whenever I get a chance to, I like to go on there. Had his son on the other day. I don't know if you saw that show. That was pretty fun, though. But no, I just thought I'd come in here and see if you guys needed help with anything. And please feel free anytime just to send me an email, guys, savvytechgirl@gmail.com, and I will go through them. I will answer them as I can. And I'm going to do a couple of reviews, I think, this afternoon. Maybe do some third-party add-on reviews. I did one on add-on installer a little while ago. I might do an updated one. And if there's any add-ons that you guys would like to see reviewed, please let me know. And I will get to that as well for you. So thanks for stopping by, Juan. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the update on Pulse CCM. So thank you for letting us know that they're looking into the new server. And that would be why everything is down at the moment, but not to fear, they will be back. without a doubt. So I hope to see you guys on Thursday. If you get a chance, please stop by Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'd be great to see you guys again. And we will talk Kodi, we'll talk technology, whatever's going on in the world, we'll talk about it, okay? All right, guys, thanks. I really appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Bye.